welcome into Farming Simulator 25 with me, the Midlife Simster. Thanks for joining me here again at Calmsden Farm for episode number 3. So back to back as planned. What are we, 20 to 4 in the afternoon, still in August. Here is our brand new plough, courtesy of the little Massey that's brought that up here. So, also, I owe myself £6,000. I am going to reimburse myself, whether you agree with it or not. I agree with it. And oh, hello, missed these bits, did I? Look at this! Look at this cool thing! Yeah! Stay off our farm. But welcome to our farm at the same time. Yes! Cool. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. You know, it is what it is, isn't it? But it'll make do. But yeah, it cost me £6,000 to put that in somehow, with all the kind of messing around with the terraforming and the bushes and stuff. Right, so we have, last episode, finished off this canola field. We ended up with about 55,000 litres, a little bit less than I predicted in terms of yield. Let's put it on the sowing system. What does it want? It's happy with just one headland, does it? That's interesting. Okay. We should, for realism, actually... Headlands are last, not first, so... We need to come down here. Oh, interesting little tip. And I saw this on a comment on a Mr. Sealy P video. And I had no idea that this was the case. But if you were getting, like, if you get hail, like the weather damage, the hail damage on your field, so then when you then come back in and you're going to plough it, and you want to fertilise it, lime it, and all those things. And basically none of those things then work because the hail damage is there. Even though you've ploughed it, we're probably better off looking at that line, just starting from the bottom and going all the way up. When you go to plough it, set it to create new fields over that one patch that's damaged, rather than just ploughing the field within its own zone. If you create a new field on that one little bit, that will remove the frost damage or whatever it was, the hail damage or whatever it classes itself as. Real nice little tip. I haven't tested it, I haven't tried it, no idea if it's true, but I've got no reason to believe it wouldn't be. So yeah, great. I've no idea who's commented on it either, because it was actually, it was on someone else's video, but great bit of advice that, really like that. Nice easy fix. So what I really should do is, instead of doing this, thinking about it, I should just do the headland and then let their worker get on with it, because it's not, I know it's not as realistic, and I said that, you know, we like, and you go, there we go, you would always do the up and down first and then end on the headland, because it just, you're not driving over then ploughed land, but it's a game, so we'll just do it the most efficient way, and at the moment that is for us to do the headland first. Once I've got this headland done, then we can set the worker off and they can do their bit whilst we go and sort out all the bales and test our new bale area. Bale loading, unloading, torn on this one. Hutan Pantai series, I did a little bit of a mix of both. I think what I'd like to do is follow that. So there's a mod that I used on that series, and I'll probably go and buy that, or certainly lease it, depending on the price, for the trailer. That it is an auto load trailer, so if I just want to drive around and I'm in a rush, I can just pick them all up and be done with it, and easy load. But it also allows you to, like, do the sort of loading, unloading yourself, but it then stacks them and arranges them neatly. And that's the hardest part for me with the whole bale loading and unloading, is that I'm rubbish at getting them kind of like compacted and in nice and tight on the trailer. That's a massive field as well, isn't it? Blimey. So the one thing with this map is there's a lot of big fields, and you can make a lot of money, but initially it's hard. It's a hard grind for the first couple of years, I think, from what I've kind of seen in the past. I never really, like I said before, I never really got past the first year of farming. I would like do all the sort of initial graft and then give up on it and then go on to something else. So quite keen to not do that this time, and obviously box on and get as much of this done as we can and see where it goes, because I'm loving this map. I gotta be fair, loving this map. Terrified of as and when the Giants update comes out, as I mentioned in the last one. So I hope the auction David doesn't need to do like it doesn't need a new save for any like sort of updates that come out for this map, and we can just carry on as and when, because that would break me then, knowing that there's a more recent version that's more efficient, has addressed some issues version of the map, but we're stuck playing on the old one. That would really upset me. But then the idea of having to try and get this, 5-6 hours worth of gameplay back offline to the same stage is going to be hard, isn't it? So we'll see. I mean, this is episode 3, obviously recorded back to back, so we've got about a week probably. I'll put 2 out in the next couple of days. Episode 3 will come out a couple of days after that. What are we now? Friday the 24th. So ideally I won't record another one of these until sort of Thursday, Friday next week, and then we'll just see where we're at with it all. Go on without crashing into my brand new gate, but I can go through the hedge. Bit naughty, I know. Don't shout at me. Playing for fun. Remember, playing for fun. What are we going to do with that area? What do you guys do with that when you've played this map? If you've played this map, what have you done with that before? Because it's so uneven and such a slope. I don't really know what we could do with it, other than maybe put a missed a tiny bit then, didn't I? Yeah, I can't live with that. Look at that. How annoying would that be? He says, ploughing across the lines that he's just created. Mids. Yeah, what do you do with all that area over there? I just don't know. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe you could put like a little pen in there, I suppose, and have the animals free roaming, maybe. Can't do that with chickens yet, can we? We haven't got a free roaming chicken pen, because it's just the standard base game versions and they're all fenced in. Yeah, alright. Bit of food for thought. Yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you guys do with that area, because it needs to be something. I hate wasted land. We need to... Ooh, don't take off the front wheel of the harvester. Ah! That wasn't expected. Why have you come so close to... there then? That's a bit weird. We must be ploughing underneath the grass there, are we? So does that grow under there then? Okay. Interesting. We're losing light, aren't we? Yeah, need to get some productions going. I think we need to get the hydroponic greenhouse in. I know, it's... I said I kind of want to steer clear of that, but we're going to need money, and we're not going to have any money at this rate. So that might be a bit of an answer for us, but it's where do we put them then? If we can get 2 in ideally, where do they go? Right, okay, let's see. No, hold it down. AI worker, work the headlands, yes. Start with the up and down, yes. Because we've done the headlands, so you should recognise that. Set you off. Go. John, Jane. Jane girl! Another Jane. Right. Where is she going to go? She's going to just go and do her own thing. Cool, whatever. Right. I tell you what, we do need to get rid of this. I was having a bit of a think when I was doing the harvesting in the last episode. It kind of dawned on me that we haven't got any other fields of any value or interest for a harvester, have we? Because if we go to farmland, we own this and we've harvested it. That is a grass field. That is the cow field. That is a grass field. This is nothing. That is trees and grass field. And that's what we own. We haven't got anything else left to harvest. Oh, we own all these extra layers, don't we? We need to go and have a look at those because there might be an opportunity for something over there. I forget we own all this. Is it the dark green you can edit and then the light green you can't? So like that you can't do anything with because it's edge of map, but this we could. Is that right? That doesn't seem right though, does it? But we can do stuff with this, can we? We could... Oops. Oh, we can. Oh, that's... Well, we own it. Whoa! What happened there? A bit buggy. Oh, this has got to be Production City, hasn't it? Surely that's what we do down here. So we can do that, but then, yeah, that's where it's going to go mental, and it's going to go crazy. Okay, food for thought. Anyway, I guess so distracted, and I'm sorry. I can't, you know, I sort of distracted myself so much. Yeah, we need to do something in terms of the productions. Need to have a bit of a thought about that. However, what I did think about was this, right? Even pre-repair, £122,000, £35,000. So we're looking over 150 grand there. And then a couple of pennies. A couple of pennies, he says, but oh my gosh, 6.5 grand for that. I'm going to sell it. Now, that will bite us in the behind next year when we need to start harvesting, and I probably won't have the money to do anything other than lease a new harvester at that point. But oh, will you fit through? Yes, cool. Love it, love it, love it, love it. If we sell this now, it certainly gives us a big injection of cash. Sorry, hang on. The only thing would be, is there a field that can be harvested with a crop in it, like this one, that if I took £100,000 loan out, we could go and harvest that. That is wheat, isn't it? Whoa. Whoops. Oh, that's very tempting. Yeah, that's very tempting to go and harvest that quickly. We can't plough the other field and then sell the harvester. Oh, do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it? It's not fertilized. It needs ploughing. It needs lime. It's only got a 20% yield bonus. It might mean we could get chickens now, though, because it gives us some wheat. Are there any other fields that are better? That are within our price range? There's field 2, which is the barley field, but that's been done, hasn't it, already? Yep, that's gone. That's the only barley field on the map. What about sorghum? Ay, ay, ay. We're not going to be able to afford that. That's a mill. The only other one would be the oats, but then we can't. Oh, that's 300 grand as well. Come on then. That's one of the most like impromptu. Oh no, no. Why? Oh, car. Right. Hang on. Let's see if I can't ditch me into this bush enough for the car to get past. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck. I've beached myself. Ah! Come on. Right, car's not going to come past, is it? What am I? What's happened here? Oh no. So the only way out is to go through the bush into my own field, is it? What's the collision there? Ah, that's horribly wrong, that is. I don't know what's going on there. I thought that was an empty... Like, the hedge wouldn't have that level of collision on it. Okay, live and learn. What is it then? What's caused that collision there? There's, like, nothing catching me as a player. Okay. Right. So, we will go and harvest that field, right? We will then have some straw bales. We will also have some wheat. We will then sell this thing. And with that money, we can either then... We'll obviously pay off the loan. And we'll see where we're at. Now, it'll either be, depending on other things that we've got going on, a new production, or a new tractor, or some chickens. I hope it's chickens. Wake up, mate. You meant to put your header on the trailer, not tow the trailer behind you with the header on. Can you tell that maybe back-to-back episodes isn't good for my brain? Because, yeah, this is not going well. Come on, auto-load onto there, please. Thank you. Hello. I look like Noah, but it's a girl. Must be Noah's sister. Oh, is that, yeah, that might be. Or is it just a random NPC? What's her name? I can remember her name. Katie. She's gone. She's out of my life. Right. Come on then. Let's go and check out our new field. So I'm guessing from the look of that, and the access point to it is going to be at the front of the farm where the silo is, and we can access it down that path down that way. I'm thinking. We'll take the shortcut. We'll go through our own farm, cut up through the new gate, and through the farm, kind of through the yard area, and then we'll see where we're at. And then once I start harvesting, then I'll cut away from you guys, because I think we're already a good, probably like 17-18 minutes into this episode. And other than me making a bit of a fool of myself, we haven't achieved a massive amount yet. Bit of ploughing, and Jane is carrying on with that for us, so that's good. You know, the light is going to start fading now. We are losing light up here, and then we're going to have to really get to work. We're going to have to really work our socks off. Maybe into the dark. What I might have to do, depending, because I don't like recording the games in the dark, because it just doesn't look right. And also, I know someone commented the other day about the colours were a little bit off on my game, and I did give a full kind of explanation on it. When I was recording on my telly, so my OBS, my capture card was running through to the PlayStation, then obviously from the capture card, then it ran to the telly. My colours were great. I had no issues, but I then went and bought myself a gaming monitor, not a particularly expensive one, pretty cheap one if I'm brutally honest. Well, not the cheapest, but you know, 400 quid. So when you consider what you can spend on them, don't get me wrong, if someone offered me 400 quid, I would be unbelievably grateful right now, because I was going to say a rude saying then, but yeah, let's say I don't have much to go on. But yeah, and I changed the whoa, I know that's probably my fault. Sorry. I changed over to that, and since then, what I see on the monitor is wicked, but it's definitely a bit more washed out, and doesn't look as kind of, I don't know, saturated, I suppose is the right word, versus the washout. But it looks really good on my monitor, but for some reason the capture card is a bit more washed out in terms of the colouring. Now, what doesn't help is, it's all to do with the HDR on the PlayStation. CDP had no end of issues with this. What doesn't help is that the game... Oh, hang on a minute. The access to the field is over there. That can't be the only access to this field. It absolutely is ridiculous. Yeah, we'll resolve that now. So we don't want to do that one because it's going to take too much of it. I could do, I suppose, but it'd be better off probably taking the two that we own out of it. Let's take that one then. So if we go into the delete mode there and go and delete this one there. How much of this space do we own? Oh, it's just the edge, isn't it? So we don't own any of this stuff to build upon. Yeah, all right. At some point, I'll put a gate in there and kind of make a bit of a better effort of it. But we're in a rush, so we got to get on with it. Now, I don't normally like using more than two workers, more than one worker, but sometimes, especially like harvest season, enable straw swath. Yes, please. Thank you. Especially harvest season, you've got so many jobs to do, and early game, we've got so many jobs to do that I kind of feel it's a necessity. So, as a compromise, how about if I do... Give me the headland line. If I do the headlands, beautiful. Not the best crop, but a crop nonetheless. Yeah, if I do the headlands, and then I will bring a worker in to do the main body of it whilst we then start sorting out the bales down there, because I still really want to see how it looks when we go and do the bales. I'm going to have to look, because we're not going to be able to afford it right now, because obviously I've gone and bought my £100,000 loan out and then bought this field. So at best we're going to end up leasing that bale loader I was talking about. Long term, I ain't doing horses, because if you had the mod that is on PC for is it like horse trainer or whatever it's called? I don't know, the UPC guys and girls will have to tell me that, but basically it's where the model ride the horses for you, so you haven't got to do that every day with them. I mean, it would be fun, but it gets very monotonous very quickly doing that every day, and they're also, for the amount of effort it takes, then the financial repayment, it isn't all that much. So I would be quite tempted to try and buy that field at some point, get rid of all that stuff for the horses, and do something with that ourselves, because that would make a bit of sense. Like, if you look at like the map of what I'd like to do, we now own this field, we've got that field, so the expansion of the farm has to come this direction, doesn't it? Take the little field here, take these, it's like I'm going to war when I say take. We've got then a woodland as well there, so there's option, you know, there's certainly a bit of options around the lumber in the winter months in there, although looking at it, there's not much. Yeah, I remember that last time, so it was interesting. This was exactly the same. You had the one tree in the middle. It's kind of like, it's weird, isn't it? Like, why? What's the thought behind that? Yeah, okay, so you probably wouldn't want to bother buying that, because those trees aren't for harvesting, certainly not for harvesting. So maybe then the answer is we just buy that area up, and then we look to expand that this way, up that way, sort of thing, and take over the world. Right, speed cut time. See, there was a wall by there, wasn't there? So I think, right, that if I bought that field up there and then you got rid of that fence, like that just screams to combine those two fields, doesn't it? Really, really does. That's just seems to make. Where are you going? I'm right here. Oh, you're trying to do that ridiculous bit of headland, aren't you? You don't need to. Don't worry about it. I know you have to. You're a computer. I know. But look at the met. Look. I mean, look at what you're doing. Look at it. What is that? Absurd. Absolutely absurd. Right. I'm just going to let you do your own thing, but whilst you're here, I'll just empty the tank. You do you. Come on. Line up properly. There we go. So, out of interest, right, how much is the case worth? I'll just pass it then. Start at the bottom. Oh, no. Case. 94,224 horsepower. Could sell that, see? Sell that. Maybe get the Claas, but I don't think that's the way to go right now. I think we run these machines into the ground and then utilising productions and chickens. That's then when we go and then get our additional John and Jane. John boy! Right. You figure it out, mate. I'm happy for you, I trust you. In the meantime, out of interest, how are we looking? Loads. Barely touch your water, so you're all good. Loads of food. Come on then. It's time. It's absolutely time. Let's have a look, yeah. So, why is that not working? There we go. Yes! Good old strobe light. So, ML51 MST is my reg. That's what I got to try and remember. So, let's go and get ourselves a bale trailer. As soon as this field to our left then is ploughed by Jane, I need to really stop collecting the bales over here and go and pick up the... Whoa, I've got quite... Have we got the all-wheel? Yeah. Whoa. There we go. All-wheel, front wheel, thank you. Yeah, I need to go and pick up the straw that's been dropped. And... Oh, no, I couldn't have done it because I was just thinking about something then. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Yeah, I need to pick up that straw sharpish, drop those bales off, get those bales off the new wheat field sharpish so that we can then plough that field and get on with planting it for the next harvest, because we are going to run low on time. And I want to probably put a barley field into that one, because we're going to do wheat in the big one. And then I think that we're probably going to run out of time to do anything with the big grass field at the moment. Certainly we're going to run out of time to like plough that up and get it ready this year for a crop. Because when you actually look at how much time we got left to put things in the ground, I mean, we might be able to, you know, September work our little behinds off in September, October. We might be able to get something in the ground, because we could still put wheat in next month in October. The barley goes in next month or October. So there's potential for it there, but might be a bit tight. We'll soon see. Anyway, let's find ourselves a bale trailer. I can't remember even where they are these days. Transport. So it's this one I like, because it also doubles up as a trailer. it becomes cheaper, doesn't it? If we, yeah, so it's cheaper as a bale autoloader. We're not going to mess around with the colors because we're not going to own it. ML, yeah, next. 51, ML, sim. What did I say it was? Was it STR? It says Simster, was that right? No, midlife Simster, was it? Was it ST? Okay. How much is this at least? Thank you very much. Let's go. Let's get on with it. Did I just choose the autoload version? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. Okay. Come on, JCB. It's your moment to shine. I was going to break into song again, and I've got a horrible voice, and I know I have, but I can't help but my other half, my missus, she sings like all the time. She just is one of those people, just bursts into song, and then she'll like put a song in my head, and then that song is there, it's just driving you crazy all day. Which means that it's washed off on me over time, and I just randomly, I'll say something and it'll trigger something in my brain to say, oh, that's the song, and I'll say, oh, this is your moment, this is my perfect moment with you, and all that rubbish. I do that all the time, and I drive myself crazy with it, and most of the time I have to do it mentally because it's just not appropriate to do it in my workplace and just start bursting into song, because people would just be like, what are you doing, you complete weirdo. So yeah, so I just sit there in my own mind, bursting into song when I hear random words. Let me know. Am I the only weirdo, or are you other midlife friends of mine, you Simsters? Do you also do the same little weird thing? Right, come on, JCB. I made him. Was it Robbie talking? Yeah, the tantrum that I had about wanting this and having it. Yep, I don't even care. Not even ashamed. Not even remotely ashamed of it. Love it. I want it. I have it. Thank you very much. My game. It's my ball, and I'm going home. Come on, then. My eldest is at that stage at the moment where, like, you've got to watch everything you say, because you can't say anything without them like picking up on it and then being like using it against me. And when they're naughty, it turns out I must use the terminology "don't you dare," because they literally said to me the other day, like, "Daddy, don't you dare!" It's like, you cheeky thing. Right, for those of you who haven't seen this mod before, please be the right one. Let's have a look here. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. I'm not used to sitting this way around. So we want to toggle work mode. It's been a while since I've used you. So the work mode is pro. The unloading assistant is on. So that means, right, if I now come off that, there was something I always used to forget to do. No, yeah, and then I've got to go operating position, disconnect from it. Right, cool. So now we can, let's have a look here. Let's get a bit closer in so we can try and do this the Daggerwing way. We will get our JCB loader there, so we start nudging, pick him up, go there. Stick this then on the opposite side that the free spikes are on. See if this works. He makes it look so easy, as do most people, and I'm garbage at this. But I like it. I like doing this part of the farming sim, but I am rubbish at it. There we are. So we got to. So you can see now already there's a gap in there that would, which is wasted space, and it's ridiculous. However, if you haven't used this mod before, it's so cool because it allows you to have a little bit of realism, but also makes life much, much quicker. So we come over to here, and then we come up to our trailer, and then we just take the straps off and bang! Yeah! Look at that! Look at that. Now, the other way we could do the bales, I suppose, which might be a bit quicker. Let's go back into all-wheel steering, because we're in the field and we want to do some tight turns. If I... let's have a look here. If I line you up, get you, thank you. And then we Pick you up. And then once you're there, and this doesn't need to be that pretty now, see, because whoops, he says not being pretty. Get you there, get you there. I'm gonna guess we haven't got an additional weight on anything. I'd imagine probably 3 of these bales would probably be the max that this would want to carry. Right, take you off there, straps off, down, back in there, up there, bang, off we go. And now hopefully once again, and I'll show you, so we kick over there, take the straps off, look at that, how cool is that? What a great mod. Behind the spike, it's up there. It's certainly like overall top 5 mods for me, this trailer. It's brilliant, and I haven't used it at all in Riverbend, so that's why I've forgotten how amazing this was. So at the moment, in the mode we've got it in the pro mode, it will not pick up bales when we drive past them. It'll only do it when I drop them onto the trailer, as you can see. If we come out of pro mode, bang, it picks it up. Yeah, so you've got the best of both worlds. Oh, Worker J has completed the task. Right, okay. That's interesting, because that means that sort of forces the hand a little bit, doesn't it? Right, just so what we got? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna take ages, isn't it? Yeah. I want to know if it works. Okay. I'm not gonna cheat myself out of it. I want to do the work in this field and pick the bales up. So we will take it off. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You don't hold your triggers down and then start moving it, because it goes crazy. Transport position, please. Puts him back into normal, and then that. Oh no, it still does it, even when it's in transport position. Oh well. Now then, this is where it's going to get interesting, because the trailer is one of the multi-axle ones, so it's quite difficult to control. I haven't helped myself by leaving things all around the yard, and I'm not going to be able to move that feed mixer with this, am I? Oh, I can! Yes! Right, okay, that's good. That's a massive help. Let's just chuck you out the way somewhere over here. Actually, you can go over here. Now then. Take that off. Learn the hard way. Let's just go front wheel steering for this. I am abysmal at these multi-axles. I gotta be honest. Absolutely abysmal. I haven't helped myself at all here. Mind leaving those forks there. I wonder if I'm just better off driving in. But then it's going to get proper stuck, isn't it? I haven't got a tractor anywhere down here either, have I? Ah. Come on then. Quick. I mean, it might even... I think the way to do it is probably drive in from the other way, unload them, and then try and reverse out, because it's going to be hard to get the trailer straight enough, or give myself a bit of an angle to turn in there. If it was a rigid trailer, it's easy, no dramas at all, but that is the sacrifice we've made, isn't it? And, you know, it's food for thought then as to what's going to work for you. Oh, you've got a full time. It's all happening. All at the wrong time. Where are you? You're coming up the field, so we should be able to empty you quickly. Let you spin around. Come on, John boy. Yeah, it's not gonna yield much, this field. We ain't gonna get masses of chicken feed. That's why we got 7,000 litres a year. Capacity on that's probably what, 10 is it at best in the harvester? So what is the line then for this thing? It's perfect in the middle there. If I'm one swath away from it, and it's, yeah, okay, front of the trailer at the end of the header. Right, okay. How much are you going to go? How much are you going to let me fill up with the trailer fill limit, I wonder, with this crop? I think we're there, aren't we? Because it's, I mean, may as well stay with it to the end of the row anyway. Come on, bud. Nice one. Right. So much to do and no time to do it, haven't we? Blimey. It's like the perfect storm, this. Driving straight over my swaths. But it's not the end of the world, because it matters not in the game. It's no difference whatsoever. It was, I did wonder if that would, like, the realism elements of this game that is kind of endless, but the coding it must then need to make that happen is so difficult. So, like, driving over the swaths like that, would it affect then the yield that you get to pick up? It doesn't. Farmer Cop did a video on it. Annoyingly, I'd done a video on it, I'd started recording it, and as I was sort of in the middle of recording, I saw Farmer Cop's one pop up, and I was like, there we are. And not that I can compete with Farmer Cop, the guy's got, you know, an enormous following, but I was like, well, there we are, I'm not the first to think about it, and, ooh, wasn't paying attention then, was I? And now I just look like I'm trying to steal Farmer Cop's content. Annoyingly, right, I think I've got a bit of a mind meld with Daggerwin, because a lot of the stuff I was doing on Hutan Pantai, we started doing it at the same time, even though he might do it like, you know, episode 50 for him, and I was doing it like I thought about it in episode 12 of mine. But he then released the episode, and I'd planned it out for my next. I was so annoyed. It's happened so many times. It's happened again because my plan was always to do something with that field over there, and then he's done it straight away. And he's the only content creator I've seen do that so far. I'm sure there's loads of others who've done it, but the ones I follow, I should say. Right, I'm just going to leave that there for a second because we are up against it. Now, I really want to have a go at this. So, normally we should come full circle, but it's not going to help us. Let's just get full... where is it? Come on. Full turn on this to get as tight as we can in here, and then we'll knock into the front wheel. So, if I go in like this, as far as I can up to the point of the collisions, right? And then we go unload bales, and then we go... Oh, twist that. Right, okay. Turn... I've forgotten how to do this, haven't I? No, stop that. Go on the trailer, that's why. I've got the wrong blinking JCB selected. Right, there we go. Left bumper. Right stick. Up and down, then right bumper... together? Yes, together. I do... Oh, this is going to get... No, that's as far as I can go because of the collision. Yeah, the drop-off point ain't great here, is it? Unload bales here. How many did you take? How many did you take them all? No. So maybe sacrifice is unloading out on the road and then... using the JCB just to bring them in individually. Oh, this is going to be so difficult. I need to be facing that way so I can understand which way the boom's going. That's it. Just a little bit. What I used to do with these is I go miles too quick, and you've got to be so patient with it because it does that. We're going to get stuck. Right. And little turns wherever possible over huge big turns. Come on, just catch up there. There we go. We're out. Cool, right. Let's just drop that off a sec. And then if we just go and grab that. Chuck you in there. Yeah, I think what we'll have to do is like unload them in a pile, and then I can ferry them all back and forth into the drop zone. But that's quite nice. Look at that. All undercover, doing its job. And it still gives us a bit of room to kind of bring machinery into this section here. We just got to remember, is it the drop-off comes into there though, doesn't it? That's the problem. If we go with the straw bale. Yes, we've got to be a little bit cautious about the drop-off area. But anyway, I'm really pleased with that. I really like that. I think that's a brilliant mod when you can override it and put it into places like that. How cool is that? So, we need to... Where is... Right in front of our faces. And my OCD won't let me leave the trailer sticking out like that. That's just terrible. So, let's go into... all wheel, just so we can get the turn in circle. Get out of here with this thing. Just dump it into this field for the time being, out the way. So if there is any traffic coming through, we're not causing a mess. You're not going to be powerful enough to pull that thing. It needs to be the John Deere, who is randomly stopped at a terrible part of the field for leaving lines. Interesting. Right. Up with you, my friend, and fold. Let's go. Yeah, you don't need to find a field, mate. Please don't. Yeah, we're gonna have to just run over the field. There's no two ways about it. Sorry, ruined your nice work. Sorry. This is gonna take an age to seed as well, because we've got a tiny little seeder. That might need leasing, because otherwise, I mean, dear me, we'll be there till like December, probably trying to seed. If I just chuck you, we need you. Like, all these implements need to go all over the shop, don't they? We've got like commitments all over the farm here. But the most important one now is baling the straw that's been left over there, collecting that up so that then we can plough that field up, and happy days. So what I might do is I might just do that. We're losing light now, so there's nothing particularly exciting about it. I think I'll probably do that off camera, just bale it all up, sort it out, and get that field, the bales out of there, and bring them over here ready. I don't want to jump ahead and do too much off camera, because it kind of spoils the whole series, doesn't it? But at the same time, I don't want you guys just watching the same old stuff over and over. I'd like to try and progress this series a bit faster than we can with like Riverbend. And you know, that gives us them better chance to do more stuff, doesn't it? So I got a bit of a wriggle on you, haven't I? But yeah, looking at the timings, I think that's pretty good for us. So we'll call it a day there. Look, if you're still here and you haven't already done so, please give this episode a like and subscribe, and remember to turn your notifications on so you catch any new things that come out. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.